And hello everybody! Welcome to another week of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity, a weekly D&D game set in the world of The Legend of Zelda. I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for this adventure, Fisk, aka Literary DM. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you all are having a good week. I know we all are for the most part. Some of us are feeling a little under the weather, but we're gonna push on through and have a good session all together. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you all so much for coming out. And if you're here just to lurk, watch the stream, that's awesome altogether. We're just glad that you're here. So apart from that, I don't really have anything else much more to say, so let's go ahead and introduce our party, shall we? The reason that you're here. Starting with Rachel.
Hi. My name's Rachel. I do a lot of art. I post on Instagram and Twitter under Pip400art. I actually did a post today. That is rare. I've been trying to be better about it this week at least. We'll see how long that lasts, but you know, we're getting there. Baby steps. I also stream art on Mondays at 3:30 CST under Marquee Gaming. And it's a good time. And yeah, so come hang out with me then. For this game, I play Cizri, a Tweely paladin / rogue, who is the twin of Mike's character. Ta-da!
Ta-da! And yes, I did see you posted that today, and I was like, oh!
You did a post?
Excitement!
What's going on?
Excitement, throwing, it was great. But yes, if you haven't yet, go ahead and follow Pip on all of her socials. Posts great art when she does. And check us out on Monday, because it's always a good time of just us going on random tangents a lot of the time. It's great. So jumping on over to the next twin, Mike.
Hello, I'm the other half of the Twilight Tuesday twin combo. We are terrific, and I am super excited to play tonight. But I also go by Bardic Dice here on Twitch, Twilight Twitch. I stream during the week on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays is our crazy Feywild night, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which currently Lit and Silent are in. They are slowly heading their way to the third hag, so we're getting into the exciting stuff. And then Thursdays is the my homebrew D&D game, Fates United, where Rachel and Mark play in. And they are also making their way into a boss fight, potentially. So it's super good time, super fun, both 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But here tonight, I play the second half of the Twilight Twins, Avum, who is a oracle / rogue. Very pretentious little shop owner who is being strung along and being actually into learning his lost love of being an adventurer. So yeah, super excited.
Yeah, so go check out Bardic if you haven't already. Also, a portion of the old Fates and also Feywild games are up on his YouTube. Slowly but surely, eventually,
hopefully,
in the next century, they'll all be up
I was
there.
going to work on it today, yeah, but it didn't happen.
When we're all old and gray, they'll finally all be up.
Look at that. What's this YouTube that's called?
When YouTube is but a figment of everyone's imagination.
Then I'll post them all.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and jump on down to the next row. Starting with Aaron, our secret agent bird, Rito.
Hello everyone, my name is Silent. And yes, I am a Rito Ranger who is also a spy. You could say he has a license to kill, so to speak. Weird James Bond reference there. But yeah, I do stream. It's been very inconsistent as of late, and will continue to be inconsistent until I can somewhat get a schedule going. And yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Yes, and as always, go ahead and give him a follow. He when he does stream, it's a lot of good time, very chill, VR content and VTuber stuff. It's really impressive. And last, but certainly not least, our Tony Stark of the group, Mark.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark, also Marky Gaming with Rachel. We do have a D&D game we play on Sundays at 2 p.m. CST with Rachel and Mike both in it, and it's a good time, so you can come check that out. And here I am Attic, the Sheikah Artificer, level 4, and he's a concerned boy right now.
He is a very concerned boy and has every reason to be concerned. So, apart from that, a quick update for scheduling for me. There will be a video tomorrow for YouTube as we were talking about clerics. It's going to be a fun time as clerics are one of my favorite classes. However, there's not going to be a video next week. I am taking intentionally next week off from releasing and making any content because the past few months have been crazy. I want to chill a little bit. So, but that being said, just a little bit of an update. If you haven't already, go ahead and join the Tavern Discord. It is a great time. You can go ahead and post gifts along with us and try to break us as in the Winds of Calamity channel and try to break us with gifts. It's always fun to go back and look at those. Apart from that, I think that's everything we needed to take care of tonight. So let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Winds of Calamity.
I'm gonna make it a thing. I will do it alone until it becomes a thing.
I was typing.
When last we left our heroes, you all were fighting the cursed captain aboard the ghost ship that held the soul of the former crew of the ship that was captained by one known as Nash, Linebeck's father. After defeating him, you were teleported to a realm where he explained that they were transporting a sacred emerald, gifted to them by a Kokiri in Labrina. However, along the way, they were cursed by an imp wearing a peculiar mask, and the chest that held the emerald was now empty. After this meeting, you were all then transported back to the rowboat that you all were on to get onto the ghost ship, where you met a passing ship known as the Sandholder, captained by a Tweely known as Kelt. He was exuberant and exaggerated in all of his mannerisms, trying to more be of a showboat than anything else, but it was also a merchant vessel. Some of you acquired goods and had a decent conversation regarding a mysterious book that you found on the ghost ship. A deck was able to suss out that it was more than likely cursed and of a vile nature. It had several enchantments upon it, giving off elements of divination, necromancy, and abjuration. It also seemed to contain elements of mysterious knowledge. You all then decided it would be best to part ways with Kelt and make your way back to the tower that held the Minish being known as No One, to see what he knew about this book, and if Cyclops could destroy it. From there, you would all then make your way over to the Gerudo Fort, Pirate Fort, to go ahead and help Mira. And we pick up, as it has been roughly about a day or two, on the SS Linebeck having left the Sandholder. Seas have been fairly calm. Not really much of note has passed. It is currently the evening of the second day. You have about 3 days' journey left until you head back to the tower that held No One. Since you were there before, you'll be able to know the direction in which to go. So, as it is night, is there going to be a watch? Is there going to be a watch order, or is there not? Up to you. Mira and Linebeck can certainly join people, and we can also have people be alone. Up to you.
Avon will do first watch.
Okay.
Why not?
I can join Avon too.
Science room.
The deck.
I'll do a second.
Second.
I was muted, but
You're fine.
yeah, I'm back now.
You're good. And Aaron?
Yeah.
Mira
I'll take third.
You'll take third? Perfect. So,
Mira can join if she wants.
And then we could just get one of the other two with each of the other two, right?
potentially. You could also do solo if you wanted to. So Ava in a deck. Mira will
Probably
join-
ask.
What?
Go ahead. Yeah, I was probably gonna ask Mira to join Cizri.
Yeah, she was going to join Cizri. And Lineback will go ahead and actually take a fourth watch, just to make sure you all go ahead and get rest. So he'll go ahead and take the last one in the morning. So it'll be Aaron, and then Lineback. Perfect. So as the sun has gone down, the torches have been lit on the surrounding the ship of the SS Lineback. In the night, the stars are just... This night sky is just filled with stars, as it almost perfectly reflecting a clean ocean floor. It's rather beautiful, as though it feels that you're surrounded in a field of absolute stars. The dull hum of the engine going as the paddle boards slap the ocean below, brine hitting your scent, hitting your nose. Ava on the deck. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Starting off strong with an 8.
Nice. I'll double
Nice.
that to a 16 then.
Perfect. Is there anything you two are doing while on watch?
I mean, I'd probably be tinkering around with my project.
All right. Go ahead and make a tinkering check for me.
That's intelligence, right?
Intelligence and proficiency. Yep.
So, the +1 with my fairy.
Yep.
8. 24.
24. Perfect. You're able to get a bit more progress. We'll go ahead and say that 24 counts for all 5 days. You're able to get a further more progress as you're able to outline, get a little bit more sturdy of a base, and head into the center to get more of the mechanics of this device. Oh, yeah, they would know that as a Picto box. So yes, that was stated last week. So this more of this Picto box. Avum, you doing anything?
He's probably like sitting across, like asking him questions every so often. Continuing to monitor like the boiling down of the Hylian root, just down to its like purest form, so he can like add it to other catalyst stuff. But then I think he will be looking at the map towards the Deku tree. Trying to examine that some more and just try and glean some more clues into all this stuff.
Perfect. So go ahead and make for me a charisma and proficiency, since this is more or less you making a potion.
That'd be an 8.
8. Dealing with Hylian root is mysterious. You're not really used to it just yet. The makeup of it is unlike anything you've ever encountered into the Twilight Realm, so rather than going down to its base, you do manage to do that, but you almost manage to get to make it a little bit more gummy, and not really something that can necessarily be used in a potion.
Interesting.
So, you can go ahead and make for me a nature check to see why this would have caused that. If you could deduce.
That's a 16.
16. You're able to
Right back up.
deduce that this mostly has something to do with the sap, and most likely a little bit of elements with the bark on the inside is bringing out a little bit of that sap to bring it to more of a gummy type nature than anything else.
And just making notes to it.
Absolutely. And then with the survival,
Interesting.
go ahead and make a survival check to see about that map and what you're able to ascertain.
Dirty 20.
Nice! As you're looking at it, you do notice that this map is leading through the Lost Woods to Kokiri Forest. The Lost Woods are specifically lined up against the Elden Range, which is where Death Mountain is located. Death Mountain is definitely marked out on this map. It seems to lead a specific pathway, and even Sprite pipes up and says, "Oh, this is a way in order to help guide you through the the forest a little bit, so that way you don't wind up in an a never-ending loop of sorts.
Interesting.
It's said that those that go into the forest and are not guided by a fairy or don't know the way wind up getting lost forever and wind up becoming that of a Stalfos.
And what is this Stalfos?
Oh, it's a fierce skeletal warrior. He's like, oh, we fought one down in the sewers, actually.
Oh, that thing, right?
Yes, that thing with the 2 swords.
Well, I guess it's good that you're with us then.
Indeed, and this map should be able to assist us.
If we were to go to Kokiri, right? I mean, we don't have any reason to go to this one though, right?
We don't necessarily have any reason, but also we don't necessarily have any reason not to.
Not the worst argument I've heard, actually. Is it dangerous?
The Lost Woods, not if you know the way.
Fair enough. And this gem that should have been in the box that they found there, you think it's one of these spiritual gems?
Let's see if she's able to deduce that. She goes, I don't know. It very well could be one of the spiritual stones, but I would need to look at it. If it was a Kokiri and an emerald, it definitely could be the Kokiri's emerald. But I don't know. It's been some time since any of the spiritual stones have come into public consciousness.
What happens in between?
What do you mean in between?
Well, when they're between public consciousness, are they just lost? Do they disappear?
No, they're
Are
normally
they in a
kept
different realm?
hidden.
Okay. So someone found this when it shouldn't have been able to be found.
Found, protected. There are many Kokiri and Koroks spread throughout all of Dinroth.
Interesting.
Just
All right. Well, thank you, Sprite.
Of course.
What do you think of Deck?
I think it's a spiritual stone.
You think this Vati wants it?
Yes.
All right. Interesting. And just continues looking at it and just making notes, little memorizing symbols and that kind of stuff.
And Avum, as you're having that, looking over everything, you notice something strange off in the distance, up in the sky, with that 16 perception.
Dare not go to bed.
You're looking, and it appears initially to be almost like that of a white figure just snaking its way through the sky.
Deck, do you see that? Pointed out to him.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's like behind to the left of it. It's like some snaking. It's like, is that a light realm thing?
Do I notice it?
Since he's pointing it out, yes, you would definitely be able to notice. And as it's getting closer, it appears to be that of what would be known as a long dragon. So this is aka a traditional Chinese dragon. And there appears to be almost like blue flames being cast across it. Adek, go ahead and make for me a religion check.
Religion. That's a nat 1 on my die for a total of 6.
You have
Have
never
you ever
seen
rolled
this.
a nat 1 in a game?
Yeah, I did it for initiative, I think, earlier in this game. But
Yeah, he did. He has rolled nat ones before.
I've rolled, I think, more nat 1s than nat 20s in this game, though, I'll say that.
Okay.
I think I've rolled a lot of 19s, but I have not rolled many 20s.
The universe must keep its
track.
balance, Mark. With how many nat 20s you roll on beacons, my goodness.
So true.
So, anyway. Adek, this is a strange creature. At least from this distance, it appears to be high up in the sky. You can't really tell or even know what this thing is. It doesn't really appear to be attacking anything at all. It just appears to be existing.
Is that bad?
It looks peaceful.
Oh, I'll try and sketch it out as best I can then. Try and ask someone else. Or Sprite, do you recognize that?
Let's see. No, not really.
Alright. Ask Captain later.
All right, so you're able to sketch it out pretty decently well, especially from this distance. It's basically more or less making a few lines in order to sketch it out. It's pretty easily done because it's from a far off distance, so you're not going to get a ton of details. And then eventually this creature just passes on by as though two ships passing in the night without incident.
You know, someone made a game in the Twilight Realm. They call it like Pokemon. There's like a legendary Pokemon is what it reminds me of. Actually.
Wow.
It's a weird. Yeah, it was a weird little like. They tried to make it a TV show, but it didn't last long.
What's TV?
It's like it's when you like puppeteer characters, but then you watch it for people's entertainment. It was a weird thing. Yeah.
Sounds dopers.
It was alright.
Alright. And as you come to the end of your shift, Cizri, you and Mira are taking the next watch. Mira doesn't really seem to be doing much outside just reading a general book and also generally also sketching out more of the Gerudo Fort map. What are you doing?
So she's sketching out the fort? Is that what you said?
Yeah, she's sketching out the fort
Okay.
to see what she could absolutely remember. It's, again, a lot of it is her own memory, so something's maybe a hit or miss.
Okay.
During their changeovers, Avon just goes, "Look out for flying things in the sky with blue flame." That's all.
What?
Yeah.
With that, I'll spend most of my watch looking out for something with whatever you just said. I want to see this thing.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Nine.
Oh,
You
gee.
are
Yeah,
just
killing our
absolutely. Oh,
perception.
this is going to be an ill omen for tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey,
That's not what I thought it
as-
would be.
You're just looking up, Cizri, and excited, trying to keep any eyes out for this thing. And there doesn't appear to be anything that you can necessarily see or make out.
All on the horizon around her eyes. Like,
No, Miracles was like, whatever it was, I don't think it's necessarily coming back.
Okay. Well, maybe next time when we pass by, we'll find it. There's been a lot of great things we've seen already, though, so I suppose I shouldn't throw that much of a fuss about it.
Well, I mean, as you call it, the Lights Realm is filled with many beautiful things. So,
Yes, I agree with you. I love everything about this place.
what has been your favorite thing so far?
Oh, I can't pick a favorite. There's too many of them. The forest, the grass, the sky, the clouds, the stars, and she just like kind of starts listing like a bunch of stuff.
That's fair, yeah. Mira's nodding along with it intently, being very polite and keeping to decorum. She goes, oh, well, that is all quite fascinating. I imagine Zora's domain is also beautiful in its own right.
Really?
Yes, the architecture is magnificent. Unfortunately, those who are of the surface can really only see a portion of its beauty. Most of it is that below the water. But unfortunately, those that live on the surface are not adapted to life in such conditions. So usually a breathing apparatus that we, the Zoras, can provide with charge because they are expensive are available.
Oh. Well, at least there's something. Maybe I should save up my money. I want to see everything. So Zora's domain is definitely on my list.
Oh, wow. Trying to think of other things that would be good.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about the Light Realm? I had, a list of 100 or something? I don't know how much I listed.
Oh, you listed quite a few. I lost track around 55. But the thing is that my favorite thing is I really haven't gone much outside of Zora's domain, unless it was for heading to Castletown for various balls and festivals and parties with the royal family. Try to keep up relations there.
Oh. Are you feeling cooped up? Is that why you went out here? I mean, I know there's the whole pirates thing, but besides that, like when you first left.
Oh, I made my way down to Soraya Town because we were needing to go there for various diplomatic things. And, well, naturally saw the Gerudo pirates sneaking on those crates. They captured me. Thankfully, their queen, Lydia, was very welcoming, and she's a lot kinder than many people give her credit for.
The queen of the pirates?
Lydia, yes.
They have a queen? Interesting.
Yes. It's, from what she would explain, it's probably more that of a ceremonial title than anything else. They tried to keep some element of governance, though really, it's really up to every captain. I don't understand how pirates work. All I know is that Lydia is fairly kind.
Well, that's good to know, I suppose. A nice pirate that kidnaps people. I didn't think that would be a combination.
Oh, she didn't kidnap me. That had to do that was Solana.
So aren't they on the same group though?
They're pirates. Pirates can backstab each other.
Wait, so did Lydia help you? You know, like get out of there?
If we are to be asked by other pirates, no, she didn't. But in reality, yes, she did.
Okay, well that's definitely good to know. I'll have to tell the others when we get to it. But interesting.
No,
Okay.
the less people know about the truth, the better. Because it could potentially get her in trouble. I don't know the exact details, but letting a captive go may not necessarily be the best course of action.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. This should be fine.
If you say so.
Oh, yeah.
So the rest of your watch goes largely without incident. It is calm on the waters as the night sky is being again reflected in this perfect, almost mirror reflection. Which then leads us to Aaron.
Yes.
You have your watch solo. Is there anything that you are doing in the meantime?
Maintaining his arrows. The many hundreds of arrows that he has already at this point.
I love it. You know, tell me you were playing a ranger when.
When, yeah. Most of your carrier weight is arrows.
Exactly. How are you encumbered, arrows? You're able to maintain your arrows decently well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Wisdom save? Okay.
Yep.
22.
Okay. You sense in your mind that someone in that moment was trying to scry on you, trying to get your location.
Okay. Do I get the sense that they succeeded, failed? I was able to keep them at
that
bay.
you were just barely able to resist.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. All right. Definitely cause to be more on guard now.
Perfect. And then, all right, good to know. Go ahead make for me a perception check.
Is this with advantage? Do it disadvantage?
Yeah, this will be disadvantage because nighttime.
Nine.
Not really able to.
Hey, twins.
My guys, everybody, what's going on? But as you're sitting there through your watch, just kind of scanning the surface of the water, nothing really seems to catch your eye or even attract your attention. The rest of your shift, you are completely on guard. But there's no incident.
Okay, good.
And then you get a message saying, when you can, let me know your location.
I think he's on the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, with that, we'll go ahead and do. You're good. We'll go ahead and do Lineback. Lineback's bit is without incident. If we need to come back to Aaron, we'll go ahead and hop back afterward. But in the meantime, Lineback's watch goes largely without incident. As it is the following morning, about 2 days of travel left. What do you all do?
Line back. Sorry, just woke up. Line back.
Yes. Yes.
Salt water on the throat. It's, yeah, dude, do you know what this is? Like a flying lizard.
The drawing for what it is very good, but it's also rather crude. I can't really make out the details from this.
It's a very good drawing, but
Yeah, he's saying it's crude.
I mean, I feel like
it's not.
Everyone's knowledge of the light realm here seems to be crude, unless this is something quite rare to see. But
And not quite just say it's a well-drawn drawing. It's just the details are lacking. Oh, no, not like that. I don't know.
like he just puts his book underneath his arm and goes back up to the top deck.
Perfect. So,
You'll get over it. Like 5 minutes tops.
with that,
6.
with that, Aaron, you have room to respond.
Okay. Sorry, it was saying when you have the time, give me your location.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess if he wants exact location, he's looking at a map, and he'll describe it, but he would also give if he has the words to do so. Give him where they're headed.
Make a survival check to see if you're able to figure out the latitude and longitude.
$22.
22. Yeah, you're able to roughly figure it out. And then during the morning, let's see. As everyone is up top and you're just rolling out of your bed, you hear a voice come from one of the behind one of the crates. It goes, "Seem like a good crew."
Hand went immediately to his dagger.
Figure walks out, and you see that it is another Rito. It appears to be that of almost in raven in appearance, with a purple sash covering his chest into that of almost like that of a kilt with a bow and arrow on his back. You recognize this as your handler, Nash.
Nash, you could have just told me you were coming.
Why do you think I tried to scry on your location?
It doesn't tell me who's scrying on me, right?
I know it doesn't, but the fact that you're able to resist it is good enough for me. And then I resorted to having to use a sending spell to, well, get your location. So, if anything, it's proved that my training on you is effective. And that our equipment isn't as faulty as I initially thought.
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, I have one more use of this. And he holds up a little crystal device that was given to us to be able to make our way back to the village. How's the mission going?
So far, so good. Nothing really much of note. Well, too early to tell, but it seems that Lord Error was involved in something much, much bigger than we were originally expecting.
Yes, we received your initial message about Lord Error and potentially this newly potential hero, if we're to call it that. If we're to call him, her, they, her? Okay. Good to know. Keep an eye on her. As far as your next mission, this one will go ahead and be, we'll say, your final test before you're fully fledged. You've done well on this first solo mission of yours, but this will be a big one. He hands you a file. There's a Sheikah that we wish you to, when you have the opportunity, if your travels with this group takes you there, good. If not, and you have to leave, then so be it. But there's a Sheikah in Kakariko village by the name of Gaio. Male, stands about 6'2".
He's reading the file as he's getting this briefing.
Yes. We have reason to believe that at one point he was potentially a member of the Yiga clan. We wish to see about this if he has any involvement with this current goings on. If he doesn't, then that is just fine. And then from there, assess further if he is a threat or not.
Well, I am traveling with a Sheikah. I could ask him for help.
Go ahead and make a medicine check for me as you're looking over. There is a picture. There's a drawn picture of him.
A medicine check. Okay.
Yep.
That is a skill I do not use often. 17.
17. 1 second.
There are the rolls. Ah!
Whisper.
Whisper, 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 whisper. Whisper, whisper.
Whisper is brought to you by literary_DM. Check out his YouTube for more branded whispers coming to you.
Hashtag not sponsored. But
I mean,
could be.
Who knows?
Could sponsor yourself.
Sponsored by. What am I doing?
I mean,
And so he goes.
you're on YouTube.
We have. He looks and through assistance with the various Gerudos in Gerudo Town, we believe that this man could definitely be of assistance in some capacity. Assess the threat, and if he is a threat, well, you know what you'll need to do.
Right. Well then. Would that be all?
So you've accepted this mission then?
I do.
Excellent. Very well. Report when you can. And he clicks the crystal, and almost in cyan blue waves, he dissipates and transports away.
Ah, dear. This whole thing just got way more complicated. And he puts the file in his bag.
Perfect. So everyone else is up top. Aaron doesn't seem to be there for a while, as you all have had breakfast. What are you all doing?
You demand Ranger ASMR.
Yeah.
What?
I am not whispering into your ears.
Oh! No, because I hate ASMR, so that would make my skin crawl.
You'd be doing it, so maybe it would be okay though.
No. Not at all.
So you said it's 2 days till the tower still?
It's 2 days till the tower, yes.
Okay. I mean, I feel like, are we going day by day, or are we doing like over the 2 days?
Honestly, we can do over the 2 days. We're not going to do day by day because it's through the ocean.
Okay,
so.
I wasn't sure if you had anything. So, well, I just think that because everyone has seemed really tense, especially I feel like Attic has, I would just be trying to distract him a lot. I don't
know.
It's probably kind of obvious, but she'd just be like, "Oh, what's this?" and make him explain all the stuff, or like, that he's inventing, and just try to get his mind off of this doomsday book that he seems to be holding.
I mean, he would definitely be diving into his Picto box pretty heavily to try to keep his mind off of it, trying to finish that up.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. What's anyone else doing for the remainder of the 2 days?
Cizri, let the man work on his project. Sitting over there.
I'm helping. You can tell me to go away whenever you want, Attic.
No, you're totally welcome to be here. It's fine. I have no issues.
You lying. I can't tell if you're sick or if you're trying to pretend that he's a bad liar.
Nope, he's totally fine with it.
It's just Mark being sick.
I still can't tell. Okay, we're gonna play that out.
I think Adek is 100% being completely honest.
It's the seasickness kicking in. It's like,
It's the
Oh, no,
seasickness. Yeah, it's the seasickness.
You're fine being here.
Oh,
Okay.
sheesh.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of what I'm doing, and
Really imagine someone just at home who hates that sound. You guys did it just like 4 times in a row. Just be like, please stop. Please
apologies.
stop.
Yeah. Sorry to anyone who hates that noise. Sorry. We're chaos tonight.
But yeah, Avon doesn't have anything planned. He's just going to continue to kind of focus in on his potions and then kind of finish up his notes into like the illusionary script.
Of course. Any particular notes, or just more notes regarding everything about that I mentioned about the Deku tree and everything like that?
I mean, just like everything that's happened so far, he's keeping like a very detailed one of like what's happened and what people are up to.
Great.
Their tactics, things he is looking at Aaron suspiciously on,
Oh, he's
like
acting suspicious now at this point. You have reason to.
So yeah, we've definitely been acting. We've had reason for a little bit now.
And now more so. He's not exactly happy
Well,
about what he just got.
Yeah, if you're making it clear, then I think probably after like half a day of it, Avon will probably stop by. Aaron,
Hmm?
You don't seem to be flying as much. What's wrong?
I received new orders.
Ah. So you're done with whatever you were doing before.
That's still technically ongoing. New mission, it came up. I'm the closest one, so. Or at least I'm the most available.
Is my sister still safe?
Don't worry, she's safe. So. I don't know. My deck might have a problem with it.
Well, you're trying to assassinate him now.
Oh no. No. Nothing like that. Well, okay. Aaron looks around if they're alone.
I would have pulled him aside.
Yeah, you'd be pretty much alone. Yeah.
All right, he pulls
hold
the.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could we have a private conversation, please?
Yeah, sure, certainly.
Go. You know what? Go bother Cizri. I heard that she really loves it when you take her sword from her.
I don't know if she can be bothered.
Well, you can totally pull a prank on her.
I think she'll like it.
Does that stop you from enjoying pulling a prank on her?
No, it just makes it really difficult.
Well, then
So
prove yourself.
you can do it.
I believe in you.
I believe in you as well.
No rolls needed. The fact that you're like, we believe in you, it makes her go like, all right, and she's gonna go ahead.
She goes Super Saiyan.
No, she goes Ultra Instinct.
White hair.
No, it's base form Ultra Instinct, aka the better looking one.
Alright, sorry, we're now alone.
Oh, well, good. He pulls out the file, and he explains. My handler paid me a visit the other day, and told me there was a Sheikah they were looking into with potential ties to the Yiga clan. And he shows him the picture. Doesn't he look familiar?
Go ahead and make a medicine check, Ava. Yep.
I don't even know what medicine is. 17.
The features look similar to that of a deck.
The male or female?
Male.
Interesting. I didn't think there. Have you talked to Duch yet?
No.
Are you still just wanting to work as a group on this, or gonna keep it from him?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't know. If he is related to this man, which it seems he is, I don't know how he's going to react. I never planned to actually hurt any of you, unless I was ordered to. But honestly, I've come to like all of you.
We return to unless you're ordered to.
This was when we first met. If I was ordered to harm any of you, I would have. But not anymore. We're okay. We're good.
Insight
We're friends.
check. Do I believe him?
I'll roll persuasion against it.
Yeah. No, I'm just as long as you're not deceiving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check if you want.
Yeah, it's a 21.
Yeah, he's 100% telling the truth.
The book opens just slightly, and like without even looking, you just see a star get written.
I just
I'm
don't know.
glad you've come around then.
Of course. I mean, I like you guys. But
I did like you until I found out that you were somewhat spying on my sister and telling us. Made it quite obvious.
Listen, there's a reason for secrecy. If word that Cizri is even potentially what we think she is, a lot of people are going to come after her.
So there's more weight to it than
than just a title,
thinks.
yes.
I was worried about that.
Which is why I meant to keep it a secret.
What does that mean? What if she is?
If she is, and that's a big if, then she's going to need more than just you to protect her. And that's why I'm here. I'm not just spying on you. I'm here to keep her safe as well.
Or just go home. You convince her to come back with me? And she'd be safe, right?
If that ends up being the safest option, sure. But look at her. She's enjoying herself. And I get it. Do not get me wrong. I get your feelings. If I had a sibling, I would 100% be treating her the same way you are with her. But there comes a point where you have to realize she can take care of herself too. You're just along for the ride.
That's what I'm worried about. Anyways, back to your problem. I didn't mean to hijack that.
No worries. I don't know how a deck is going to take it. I just been trying to gather my thoughts about it.
So, real quick, add a character, because I think Michael's starting to get this confused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it the Gerudo that there's only been one male, or is that the Sheikah?
No,
Gerudo.
Gerudo is one male.
Okay.
Sheikah are generally just guardians of the royal family, described as having white hair, red eyes.
And this one has white hair. Picture.
Yes, this one has white hair, red eyes. So he is a normal Sheikah, or traditional Sheikah, I should say.
Sure.
Better wording. So.
Well, if you truly are wanting to make up for lost trust, he deserves to be talked about with this. he could probably help you.
Yeah, that was my initial thinking. But we'll see. I don't want to upset anyone, but that gets harder and harder with this line of work.
You know, you can upset people by not telling people things too.
Yeah. But like I said, secrets are kind of in the job description.
That's fair. Well, thank you for telling me. I will keep my mouth shut until you decide what to do. I will keep my eyes open though.
Thank you.
Where is this that you? Where is this?
So far, we don't have to worry about it. The last known location was Kakariko Village. So, if we are following a deck there, we might cross paths with him at some point.
So it's a back burner thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how the relation could be?
No idea at the moment. It's all suspicion and hearsay. I'm sure there's a reason they suspect he's Yiga, but I'm not.
What's this about this clan? What's so important about that?
So the Yiga.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would Aaron know?
We'll see how much he remembers.
Yeah. 19.
19. You're able to remember quite a bit. The biggest thing about the Yiga clan is that they were once Sheikah, but they eventually split off and started worshipping Ganon as a comparison to the goddess Hylia. So you're able to remember that Yiga are typically enemies of the royal family, and more often than not have a major conflict with the Gerudos in Gerudo Town.
There. Exposition.
I see. Alright. Maybe I can ask him a few questions on my own then.
Yeah. Thank you for kind of keeping it between us for now.
For now, thank you for telling me. You have mostly redeemed yourself with me, but if I find that either one of them are in danger because of secrets you're holding, that will change. Thank you for protecting my sister.
Of course. I know how important she is to you, and if we end up right, the rest of the world.
It gives me heartburn every time I think about that.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry.
Yep, I'm gonna
Sorry.
go find water.
Just don't.
I'll be right back.
No, that's fine, man. Just don't drink the salt water.
Stress levels throughout the road.
Yep.
My life doesn't get any easier.
And as the traveling continues, so Cizri and a deck you're primarily working on the Picto Box. Cizri, you're just asking 1,000 questions about the Picto Box. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I don't think he ever tells me what he's actually doing. So, I mean, like what he's making,
Right.
because he doesn't like to say it. So, I'm trying to guess.
Right. Probably, it's a Picto Box. As far as what it is, you'd never heard of a Picto Box before. This is brand new technology. And Cizri, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
19.
As you're in the middle of talking and guessing, you're in the cargo hold of this ship of the SS Lineback, and you notice that suddenly your rapier is no longer on your hip. and you hear a tunk. Ah!
Wait, where do I hear that?
You hear it coming from almost where would be the bow in the cargo hold of the ship. So it's not that far from you. As suddenly your rapier suddenly just almost out of thin air appears on the ground.
Okay. I've seen Sprite take things enough times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like run over and I grab my rapier.
Am I there as well in this interaction?
You would probably be talking to Aaron right now.
Okay.
It's distracting her right now.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if I could interact with that
No,
scenario.
you're fine. Yeah, you probably would have been talking to Aaron at this point.
Okay, cool.
Sprite, am I your new target?
She appears before you and goes, well, Abram told me to go ahead and distract with you a little bit. So I guess I was on target in this. You were just on my target in this one instance, though maybe more. Who knows?
That's fine. I thought that was funny. Good work. What should we do next?
We?
Yeah.
What will bother your brother the most?
Oh, the most? He really hates getting labels mixed up on different herbs, but maybe that one might be a little lethal.
Well,
we could do some harmless ones.
Yeah, that's not good, because then you can actually mix up a potion that is potentially explosive with another one that maybe actually heals somebody.
Yeah, you have to be really selective which ones to switch, but we don't need to do that. We'd have to do research on that, all that.
Yeah, no, that's boring. So what would work the most then?
I'm trying to think of everything I know about Abel.
That's fine.
Well, he has all his clothes like folded and organized by like nighttime, daytime, cozy wear, different sizes, texture, fabrics. It's ridiculous. So we could always like mix that up a little bit. He's gonna have forever, trying to find his socks or whatever. And very kind of funny. He'll dig through it for like forever.
Oh! Well, that's good to know. So, real quick, what's going on with the stream?
Just as like when all that weird gray and
yeah, I did that a little
stuff.
bit ago.
Okay, are we fine now? No, we're not. Okay.
No.
Can you guys hear us?
Can you guys at least hear us?
Tips, what have you
No.
done?
You guys can't hear us.
I mean, they did answer the question, so
The graphics.
what? How can they answer if they can hear us?
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh, they can't hear us, they said.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
audio's 100% fine. We'll deal with what's going on. I have no idea. All right. No idea what happened. I guess there was just a spike in internet, even though my computer, everything's fine. All right.
Yay!
Anyway, apart from that, she goes, oh, okay, well, that's good. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go in and not shuffle everything around. But what we'll do is we'll throw everything around. What we'll do is we'll take one portion that is meant for comfy, and then put it with night, and then one bit that's with night, and just shuffle it all
Unmatch
around
all the socks. Put them, yeah. Like take one, and I'll put it in my bag, so we just can't find the other one. It's gonna be fun.
Ah, sounds good.
So we go.
Where'd I come back to?
So angry.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and do that, and
yeah,
mess with everything. With that, is there anything you all care to do for the remainder of the journey?
I think Aaron should have a conversation with Attic.
Okay.
Please don't blast me off the ship.
Were you gonna wait for Avon to talk to him first, or would Aaron just have it the same day?
I think, honestly, after talking to Avon, I think just Aaron would just decide to just do it.
Nice, cool.
Probably still hanging around Attic too, for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Just to let you know.
If Avon sees Aaron want to go have a private conversation, he'll go over and scoop his sister out of the way. Depends on what Aaron wants.
Thank you, Avon. You should probably take her.
I'm right here.
Cizri.
Excuse me. What?
You see, Avon comes out with like really too thick of a jacket and just goes, Cizri, I believe you and I have a conversation to have. You can help me refold my backpack.
You fold your backpack now?
Everything in it. Yes, please. Everything was right where it needed to be.
Oh dear.
He just grabs her in the arm.
I like high five Sprite as you're walking. Yeah.
I just nod to Aaron.
Addict,
Yeah.
do you know someone by the name of Gallo, right? Of Gallo?
Why?
Well, I had received new orders to look into someone by that name for suspected connections and ties to the Yiga. And, well, I couldn't help but notice that you two look very similar.
Because that's my dad.
Oh dear. Well, this just all got the whole world more complicated then. Is there anything you can tell me about him? Maybe
What do you mean by look into?
if our suspicions are correct, well, I have to take care of it.
What does that mean?
I think you know what that means. Listen, there's all just rumor and hearsay. I don't know if it's even true. Maybe you can shed some light. Maybe explain why he may not be connected to Yiga, and I can tell my handler. I mean, it will all just blow over. But I need to know, and I'm telling you this as a friend.
I mean, I can tell you he's not connected to the Yiga now.
But he used to be.
Does that matter? You still need to take him out if he's not connected to it now?
Probably not if he's not in communication with him at all, but I still have to look into it at least. I can't afford to let this go, at least without investigation. If it turns out he's been clean and hasn't been talking to them, I can let it go. But I can't just walk away, because if I walk away, they'll probably send someone else, and that person might not be able to see reason.
Look, my dad was part of Yiga before. But he's not anymore. He's out. He's been out for years.
Okay. I hate to dig into this more, but what was he doing with the Yiga? Why did he decide to get out?
You know, one of those times you just kind of realize you're on the wrong side of things.
He realized the Yiga weren't exactly the good guys.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for it?
I mean, what they all stand for, the whole siding with the Calamity side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Just realizing that he's brought up wrong, believed some lies. He's out, though.
Okay.
And the Yiga, as far as I know, are still looking for him to this day.
And the Sheikah are hiding him. Good. Okay, this is good. I can take this to my handler and maybe we can even forget this whole thing happened. But I cannot guarantee that my people will let it go. At least not without confirming it ourselves.
If they come for my father without giving him a fair look at his life, there will be problems.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I got the assignment then, huh?
Yes.
Alright. Thank you,
He may have
Adek.
done some bad things, but he's different now.
Mhm.
I mean, he's who made me who I am. He raised me.
And he raised a good man. Okay. If we make our way there, I'll do just a simple investigation. Confirm he has no ties anymore to the Yiga. And I will talk to my handler about just letting him be. Thank you, Adek.
Thanks for warning me instead of trying to investigate him behind my back if we go there.
Of course. You're my friend. I wouldn't want to do that to my friend.
Friend. I like that.
Me too. He just kind of like pats Adek's back. I'm still not going to say it, by the way.
Why not?
One day, maybe. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, outside of casual conversation and general, some slight tension in the air, but a lot of it being alleviated, of having ideas of what's to come. The events leading up to returning to no one's tower is by and large without incident. Some clouds overhead, rain, but nothing dramatic or intense happens that requires your attention.
Avum spouts out about, see how quickly I can grab a rain jacket out of my backpack now? Very important.
That is too bad we couldn't find that one sock yours, though. That's just a shame.
Please don't bring that up right now. You know I don't like it when socks go missing.
Oh, like this sock?
You almost got guiding bolted. I'm just wanted to let you know that is high up there. Malice, socks going missing.
Oh, well, you're gonna have a hard time with the other one.
I mean, not having socks is not all that bad. Then again, I don't even wear shoes, so.
I have bad circulation. My feet get very cold.
Well, fair. I live in the mountains, so I guess I'm used to it.
Yeah. Oh, feisty. But yeah, well, also, I mean, you have talons. You can't really put socks on talons.
You're not wrong. I would kind of put a hole in them, so.
Just a little bit. I'm just getting Leo and Satan flashbacks with this conversation. Anyway, at the beginning of, or toward the end of the second day, you enter into that fog that you had entered in once before and are able to guide through it as Mira is currently at the front holding a lantern, pointing Linebeck as to which directions to go and calling out where potential rocks could be in the fog as the SS Linebeck has slowed to almost that of a crawl. You make your way out of the fog and find this colossal tower as you did before. There's no stairs. But as you get closer, you see that the stairs come all the way down this time as they sense your approach.
They brought out the welcome for us. That is so sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect. You make your way up the tower. Again, it is a long, arduous climb. Aaron most likely flying up just a little bit.
Of course.
And you make your way up the tower, entering into this open area with the pool in the center and the fractured moon mirror. And you see the Dark Nut on the other side, Cyclops, with no one sitting on top of his helmet. He goes, "Oh! Well, I was wondering when you all would come back. So soon."
So soon.
Hi, Cyclops. Hi, no one.
Cyclops gives a slight nod. No one hops down and walks over to the pool, is just walking alongside it, arms behind his back, and just greets you all. So, what brings you all back to this tower?
So we had a question about something that we thought maybe you would know a lot about.
Well, I know about many things, but I don't know a lot about other things too. So I might be of assistance.
I believe this item is of great evil origin, so we are very concerned about it and thought your expertise could come in handy.
Any expertise I have comes from the sages. They guide my path and my words. I will help you when I can.
That's promising. Is it okay if we show this scary thing to you, or should we tell you about it first?
You may go ahead and show it. The sages have allowed you to enter onto this tower once again. I do not see how they or why they would allow you to come if it was against their will.
Good point.
All right. So I'll pull out the box with the key, and I'll go and I'll unlock the box, flip it open, and show the book.
No one just kind of hops onto the edge of it and just examines it. How did you come by this book?
It was on the ghost ship that we discovered.
Apparently it's been in the family for a while or something like that.
They
very much
years
liked
ago.
it. Yeah.
I do not know exactly what this book is, but you are right. It is of evil in origin, in nature. Demon in nature.
So you've never heard of this?
I have not heard of this book, nor have I recognized it. Again, my knowledge for being here and being alive for quite some time has not done so well with my memories. And it could very well be that the sages did not give me privy to this type of knowledge out of fear of what it could present.
The sages potentially would fear this thing.
Very well. If I do not know it, then they did not allow me to.
Would you have the ability to destroy it?
It's always me personally, no. But Cyclops is the one that definitely could at least give an attempt.
We were wondering if maybe, that would be good.
Is
I
that
could
what
try
you'd recommend?
my thing too, if that would help. I don't know if it does anything extra.
What did you want to try?
Destroying it. With my Skyward Strike?
That could certainly assist. You both striking at once might assist in some capacity. It is certainly worth a shot. You can go ahead and place the book down, and Cyclops will do his thing. As you look, you see the Dark Knight in this just black, massive armor, clenching the sword, and it just suddenly just raises up into a position of ready to go ahead and strike this book.
I'll take it out of the box so I can keep this box for myself and put it on the ground.
Perfect.
I cast
get rid of a
Fairy
good
Fire
box.
on the spot where the book's at.
Oh, okay. Great.
As each object.
Yeah, no. It was going to have advantage anyway because it's technically prone.
Man.
But no, that's fair. So with this, it raises it up, and he just suddenly
Get by my shield.
Yeah, he enters into you just hear a grunt.
Hides behind a deck.
Yeah. Cizri, if you're gonna go ahead and attack it with him, go ahead and
Yeah.
make this attack roll with advantage.
Yeah,
Guys,
I
have a
like
shield.
Zing, and I bring it out. I look pretty excited to do this with Cyclops too.
Perfect. Go ahead
Behind
and
Cizri.
you are technically flanking, so I'll say this will go ahead with Fairy Fire. This technically gives you advantage, so I would say go ahead and add sneak attack to this as well.
Nice. I got a 12.
Well,
I rolled a 1 on my first one.
good news is it's a book. The AC is
That
not
helps, good.
hard, so it hits.
Good.
And as your lightning bolt just you're smiting this, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead, lightning bolt comes striking down, and as you notice, it seems that an energy surges around Cyclops' greatsword as well. So go ahead and roll damage.
Cool.
Super smite.
Cizri?
25.
25?
Mhm.
Have to do some math here real quick. All right. And as this book is just assaulted with a greatsword and this rapier as lightning comes and strikes Cizri's blade, and she strikes the book. And then on the other side, Cyclops strikes it. Suddenly a white aura and light just goes bursting out from this book being struck. And at this moment, when it does, there's a slight, almost a deck in your mind. You feel this intense pain and scream. No one else does. And you feel sick to your stomach as a ping of pain strikes the back of your mind. I need you to take 22 points of damage. As this book took the other half of that damage between the both of them.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, jeez, are you okay?
Adek, as you open up your eyes, you just hear... You look, and only Adek. You see a towering figure. Skin almost that of scales, completely black, wearing a blackened kilt, eyes and hair wreathed in flame. And he looks at you and goes, "The cycle continues." And that's where we take a break.
Ah!
Mark, your face.
I know why he has that face. And I know why he has that face too, because I know what's happening.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. Be back here in about 10 minutes to figure out what just happened. Meanwhile, all the Zelda fans in the chat are just going, "Ha!" So go ahead, stretch as Sips has deemed us to do so. Grab something to drink. We'll be back here about 8:38 Central. Stay tuned, everybody. And hello, everybody! Welcome back from the break as things are getting rather intense. Picking up where we left off from the break, our heroes, Cizri's angels, have made their way to No One's Tower in search of wondering what this book is. No one had no idea what it was, all that it was vile and demonic in origin and nature. In trying to destroy it, Cizri and Cyclops struck the book, but part of the damage harmed a deck. And as the deck opened up his eyes, he saw a mysterious figure, blackened with scales, eyes and hair wreathed in flame, uttering, "The cycle continues." And a deck. You blink. You're on the ground, knees on the ground in sheer pain. The white light from all of you is gone. It was blinding but for a moment. A deck, it lasted a little bit longer for you, but everything is clear now. That figure is gone. The book remains.
Hey, Deck, you okay?
Oh, goodness, not good, not good.
What?
What's
Yeah,
not
what
good?
happened?
What
Did
happened?
you
You
just
just
a
kinda
blast
keeled
hit
over.
you? I give you 10 lay on hands.
I'll cure wounds.
Alright.
So you get
Health
6.
potion.
Something scary, black scales, fire hair, just said the cycle continues.
Would that
What?
sound familiar
No.
too? No? Okay. Figured as much.
No one, do you know what that is?
Cycle continues. Let's see. I guess I do not know the being's name, but it could refer to something. I know a title. The Demon King. It is stated that this one person eventually became a being known as, I believe, Ganondorf or Ganon. I don't know exactly. I don't remember all the details. You said you saw him,
Yeah.
and when the book was struck, you were harmed as well.
Yeah.
Wait, why? I don't get it. Why did that happen?
A deck. You are Sheikah, yes?
Yes.
But your mother, her father, who was the other?
She's Gerudo.
At the mention of that, Cyclops' head snaps up, and he seems to almost go into an offensive stance. And he goes,
Aaron steps in between them.
Yeah, Avon steps between Attic and Cyclops.
Guys.
At that, he goes, no one steps between them and actually puts up a barrier shield. And he goes, "You will not harm them, Cyclops."
He's a good man.
He is
Whatever
a
happened
friend.
before does not hold him to this.
Indeed. But also the sages permitted him to be on here. It is not our place to question that of the sages.
Wait, was he actually gonna hurt him? What is it? Wait a... What? I don't understand what's going on.
Cizri,
What?
you need to understand what is happening. There's truth to it.
Okay, then
It's not
tell
just
me.
rumors anymore. You two both are connected in this.
Wait, you both are connected?
Or no one.
Because there's a legend that states that long ago, with Gerudo, only one male will be born once in a century. The last one to do that was, well, fell Hyrule to great ruin, eventually became the being known as Calamity Ganon. If he is half Gerudo, and he is a male, but then also harmed by this vile book and saw potentially the one that started this, there's a chance that he is the Ganon Reborn.
Didn't you two say you recognized each other when you first met?
Did.
That would explain that.
Attic is going to drop his shield and take off his katana from his belt and just drop it to the ground. If you have to seal me away, do it.
No. Just because this legend says that doesn't mean that that's who you are.
Yeah, wait. This is... Okay. Let's say this is all actually what you think it is. How does that dictate what you're gonna do now? You're like the nicest person we know. Didn't that Ganon guy like destroy everything or something ridiculous like that? Like, you don't seem the type.
I don't know if I'll be able to control it. That book has corrupting powers. Who's to say I can withstand it?
I trusted you with my mission that could have easily have costed me everything. And I'm trusting you with my life.
I'm fine now. Who's to say, though, a year from now I won't be the same?
What do you think's gonna happen?
The cycle continues.
That means the cycle can also be broken.
Yeah, what is it, the thing that talked to you? What if he's just trying to psych you out?
Which is why I said maybe seal me away.
How about if you start talking about plans to dominate the world is when we would start, thinking about that. Okay, we're gonna all be hanging out for a while, right, Attic? So we know you well enough that if something would start happening, we could probably tell.
You get to choose who you are.
Yeah, you don't just give up right now. Plus, you don't even know if that's the actual truth.
There's enough evidence.
I'm just saying there could be something else. So to just, let's seal him away because we don't completely know, that's silly.
But we cannot afford to just assume that it's some silly coincidence either. It goes for you as well.
I'm just saying, throwing him into some weird prison and tossing the key.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know, that was my point for him.
Yeah. We're not gonna do that. We're not sealing you away over something that could potentially happen.
And what if you choose to change the cycle? Stop it with you. Turn the cycle on its head. Break the chain. I don't know. Whatever light realm phrase you want to embrace and adapt.
Aaron's gonna pick up his katana and just hand it to him. You are who you are. You are who you choose to be. No one tells you this.
You guys notice anything? And he makes eye contact with Aaron. Do what you have to do.
You won't even see it coming.
Well, warn us first. My goodness.
Well,
Needs
of
to
course
be
you
a
two will.
consensus.
I mean, you two will, but he won't.
Okay.
I am studying Nightshade, so yeah, we could figure something out.
Okay, we don't need to plan this out, people. I have full confidence in Attic. Come on.
Of course, but it's always good to have a contingency.
Attic, you're going to be fine, really. And don't say I'm making light of things. I actually have full confidence in you. So please take that as you will.
I love Cizri.
Flawed yet endearing.
Mm?
Said flawed yet endearing.
Agreed.
Laud, yeah, and Attic. You're gonna do fine.
We're just saying it's not wrong to have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
We trust Addic. We're just saying, just in case.
I just want Attic to know that I trust him so much I don't even need a like plan.
Like your brother said, flawed yet endearing.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have one person.
That's how she dies. Adak, you were the one that taught me, reminded me why we're doing this, doing good. We are doing good. And it's not just to run away from who you should be or to outweigh things that have happened out of your control before you. Then we'll work together and make sure, even if this book is corrupting you, we'll find a way to disconnect the connection, destroy it for good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure of any capacity to cleanse. There must be a way. If anyone
We already
knows.
cleansed malice before, we'll do it again.
Indeed. I imagine the guardians of the royal family, the Sheikah, would know.
Maybe Guardians of Time?
Very well could be. But what I do know is that, Adak, you have been able to resist whatever lies within you for so long. Your will is strong. I am certain that the might of the Sheikah will shine through once again.
Okay. I'll do what I can to fight against it still.
And if you are indeed this Ganon Reborn, I don't know how it happened, but I have faith that if the sages were able to see that there is indeed good in you, and they wouldn't have, well, they would have allowed you on this tower. If all they saw was vile darkness, they wouldn't have even permitted you to come forth. It is the whole reason why I am preventing Cyclops from doing anything. Because while his faith is strong in the sages, he is blinded by a singular goal to protect at all times, not willing to see the nuances and everything that lies.
What do we do with that book now?
Unfortunately, it can't stay here.
and we can't destroy it without risking killing you.
There's a chance that you could destroy it, but I do not know how. There's a chance that this Guardian of Time, as you call them, Avon, I don't know who they are, might know something. Potentially elders within that of the Sheikah, or potentially even elders within that of the Rito might know.
Knowing if there is a Ganon Reborn, what does it mean for the hero Reborn then?
Then the cycle indeed continues. Just because there's a hero doesn't necessarily mean that one would triumph over the other. Heroes have been born and heroes have failed and have fallen. A hero doesn't mean success. It just means the cycle continues. And
Yeah, what cycle? Just people being reborn, or what does that even mean? There's a lot of.
According to legend, a curse between three souls to be born endlessly in conflict.
3? Just 3?
A goddess, a knight, and then this demon king.
Okay. So no one else gets reborn all the time. That's what the teaching is.
As far as we know.
You can actually also compare it to the Triforce. There are 3 pieces of it. I'm assuming Aaron knows this.
He wouldn't necessarily know it, but it's honestly a safe assumption. It's not without the realm of logic, honestly.
Okay. So, even then, you guys have a connection to a much stronger power than anyone.
Okay. So you people think that he is Ganon's soul reborn.
And
And
you're a hero.
Okay, so then you think there's a third one somewhere out there as well?
Usually the princess.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So you're all taking this at 100% yes. Or like, if we do a percentage, where are we landing here? Because everyone always yells at me every time I question it. I'm trying to get it, so please don't tell me how dumb I am. Just tell me what percentage you think is happening.
I think
That
you're
it's
dumb,
real.
Cizri. I'm sorry if you thought that. Dumb is not what I think you are. Optimistic to a fault is potentially.
Mhm. Well, I'm trying to get it, so please tell me.
Honestly, it's just all the evidence so far has been pointing it to being true. I wouldn't have believed it just at face value, but hearing about you potentially being the hero reborn and now Addict being Ganon reborn, it's hard not to believe it now.
There's a reason it's called the cycle. And there's something special about that vision you had.
The dreams?
Yeah. Not everybody gets those.
Sword thing you can do.
Yeah.
That's a very specific ability.
Eden, you've told most other people what your people were doing. Why don't you tell her?
Well, okay. Before I was given orders, my next mission, my current and ongoing mission is to make sure you are safe. Yes, you.
Okay.
Even just the potential that you are the hero reborn, put a target on your back. There's many people, many bad people who will do anything to keep the hero from being reborn, or if they are reborn, killing them outright. And my job is to help protect the hero. I'm sure to Avum's relief that he's not alone in that.
So you're telling us your job.
I am telling you my job.
That's great. And you knew about it? I like turned to
Yes.
Avum.
Yes, he did.
Just recently.
Okay.
And
We might have to talk about that later, but all right.
You told me not to tell.
Oh, I just had a lecture
uh,
about someone not keeping secrets, but okay, we can talk about it later.
You know, at least
I
for
did.
one for one.
I don't want to put your personal life into this, but I think it's important to also explain that connection as well. Only with your permission, Attic.
I think we should get to the bottom of this and figure out what
Well,
needs to be done.
Addict's father had ties to a clan of Sheikah that worshipped Ganon and the evil Ganon and stopped at nothing to end the hero, no matter the cost. My current orders are to investigate his father, see if he still has connection to the Yiga, and if so, kill him. Simply put.
Okay. I'm assuming you worked it out because Attic is sitting here pretty calmly.
Yes, I told him as a friend. I felt, thanks to Avum, I felt it was necessary to at least ask him.
More things. Okay, sounds good.
I was trying to find time. I'm sorry. I didn't
Mhm.
want to take too much attention away from a lot
Mhm.
of other things happening.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
Yep.
it's more of that than anything. We'll talk about it.
I'm sorry, Cizri, for keeping these from you, but it was important that some secrecy was withheld
To just me, apparently. Okay.
to as few people as possible. I didn't even want to tell Avum, but it was necessary.
More of a happening today. 2 conversations when we arrived.
And I'm sorry. I promise no more secrets. If I get no orders, you'll be the first to know. I promise.
What? Really?
In fact, I'll tell you what my last assignment was.
Tell me.
Killing Lord Error.
Oh, so we helped you. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, is your dad all right, Attic? Is he in something not good?
No, he's out.
Okay.
Out for 20 years.
Oh, well, that's good.
How old are you?
19.
They left for the right reasons.
My people still think he has ties with them. And if I can prove them wrong, it'll just be better for everyone.
Well, apparently, the Sheikah might know more about this book and breaking the cycle. So maybe that's the direction we go.
Yeah, I mean, whatever's gonna make you feel better. I don't like to see you this down, Attic. You're a very happy person normally. So let's just take care of this. Whatever you need.
Just like my lifelong fear coming to be realized to probably be true. So
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's why
I'm
we're
sorry,
saying...
you knew?
Oh, so you had a secret.
What?
Oh, so you knew a secret.
You knew?
I don't think I talked to you about this, but
Didn't you guys
What?
while we were still at the town?
Yeah, that
He
night
meant-
when you guys
well-
were making armor, you mentioned that Yeah, his
Oh.
mom was a Gerudo.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
I mentioned it to Avum, but I
Well,
yeah,
he-
you
he
mentioned the
didn't-
Cizri first.
He didn't
yeah.
open up like, oh, it's my lifelong fear or anything, but he was
Yeah.
just like,
I think he
I
was worried
could be
about-
associated with Ganon, and he
Yeah.
seemed like freaked
Mhm.
out by it, so that was all it was.
Yeah, that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Avon's reaction is tongue in cheek. It's not serious. By
Oh
any
yeah,
means.
no, yeah, 100%.
It's
So, well, it's all out in the open, and we're here to help you.
Well, if the way to fight evil is to fight what I'm meant to be, I'll do it.
Atta boy. That's the attitude I want to see.
They both do have spirits the same.
Hmm.
I'm not just gonna roll over and let it win. It's gonna have to beat
There
me.
we go. There we go. And it's not going to, Attic, okay?
Well, like I said, you have to, do what you need to do.
Sure,
Fine,
they
we'll-
can
we'll-
worry
we'll handle
about
the
that.
contingency.
We'll handle
Okay.
We'll handle
Whatever.
that. It seems Cizri doesn't want to be part of it. It's okay.
It seems I don't need to.
We'll be
There's a
plan B.
difference.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to happen, but
Better to have it and not need it. That's all I say.
that's what it is. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Well, wait a second. You know, everyone's all, oh no, someone might go kill you, Cizri, because you might be the hero of time. What about him, though? I mean, isn't that going to be the same thing? If people think that he's Ganon or whatever?
Yes. So, by extension.
So we don't say anything, right? This is like a big,
No,
like,
absolutely
hush
not.
hush.
Please don't tell your
Yeah,
group. Aaron.
100%.
Please don't tell your group.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a secret I'm taking to the grave if I have to.
Ooh, a dramatic. Okay.
Come on, it's me.
That's true. You say many ominous things, Aaron. That's kind of your thing. Okay. So, we don't tell anyone about all of our little suspicions. The only thing is if people are going to, like, be looking at the whole Skyward Strike thing and think it might be the hero. Should I just, like, not do that anymore?
Maybe not explain it as a Skyward Strike.
Oh, what do I say instead? Hold on.
Magic.
Special sword. Special sword.
Twilight energy.
Twilight energy. I like it.
I like that.
It's a Twilight
That's
thing.
actually
It's a
pretty
Twilight Realm thing. There we
Yeah.
go.
Not many people would question that.
That's actually a really good name.
Yeah. I'm actually like, okay, that actually works.
Perfect. That was solved very easily then. Now listen, I need to tell you boys, I am not fully bought in. Don't yell at me. I'm just not. It's gonna take more to convince me.
You would think after all of this, she'd be more into it.
It doesn't feel like I'm a different person reborn. It just feels like I'm me.
Well,
You'd think I would have...
It's not you being a different person again. It's more like a position in you that you've attained. You're a singular person who has inherited this position.
Spirit.
Spirit of a hero.
This sounds like philosophical. I don't think about that stuff.
I mean, okay, how about this?
Well, I read it for
I
you.
notice you are very courageous. You tend to charge into battle. Some might say that's a very heroic trait.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
I knew that would get him.
Well, it was the thank you that got me on top of it, so it was the wombo combo.
Yes! Mission accomplished for tonight. I am happy.
Was there a point to that, or were you just complimenting me?
Well, it ties up with everything we've been reading about the hero.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just
what?
because you're still
Similar
Cizri,
trait?
you just have similar traits.
Okay. But that doesn't match up with the idea of Attic being Ganon. I mean, I haven't heard Attic plotting to overthrow anything or whatever it was that Ganon did. He just makes fun things and he's nice.
With Attic, I think it's more the physical traits. I don't actually, like, personality-wise, he's not evil, as far as I can tell.
It's birthright.
Yeah.
But That's kind of my question is, what should we do with the book then?
Oh, right.
Should I keep it on me? Or should somebody else take it? Where do we go with this? Do we separate it from me as much as possible? I mean, what do we do with this?
Yeah, and why is
now-
it connected to you right now? Like, why did you get hurt and no one else did?
Because
May I
that
see-
spirit seems to be connected to me.
May I see the book?
The
Sure.
book is on the ground, so yeah, if you want to go check it out, you can.
Okay. Honestly, he's gonna pick it up and see if it's even connected to anything that we're saying right now.
How do you examine it?
He's going to touch it, pick it up, just kind of look it over.
Look it over. It's fine. As mentioned, it looks like almost it's wrapped in almost like black demonic skin, not human at all. On the mouth is that of a on the front cover is almost like that of an open mouth with sharp teeth. That's really about it. The pages are well-worn parchment that seem to be almost crumpled up.
Like, if I open it and try to read any of it, does anything happen?
If you open it, go ahead and make a wisdom save for me real quick.
Awesome. That's. I mean, I did this to myself. I was expecting this.
Yes, you did.
Cyclops attacks.
With Cyclops attacks.
Modified 20.
You are, as you look into it, you feel a sensation come over you, as though you feel an initial thing of wanting to drop the book and run away in fear, but you're able to collect yourself and flip through it. The scribblings on it, the writing in it almost looks to you like scribbles. It is incomprehensible language, because you don't speak this language, so you do not understand at all what this is saying.
I can't read it. It's in a different language, and I would honestly try to refrain from doing that. That did not feel right in any way.
Okay.
I think maybe keeping it from me for now would be a good
Yeah.
idea.
You
I'm
That
more than happy
bag,
to carry it for a while.
that bag you carried it in, it didn't seem to affect you while I was in the bag.
I was going to recommend.
There we go. We could even, all three of us take turns holding on to it if it's supposed to be corruptive or whatever. Pass it around. Make sure no one spends too much time with it.
I think we should see how we each react to it. Need to be strong of mind.
Sure.
I
Because I know
volunteered to
if
take the
someone's not
first.
good at it, I would be carrying it.
I volunteered to take the first shift, holding it, if that's okay.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, keep it from me, I guess. Yeah.
And no one's going to just like try and read this thing, right? That's a big no-no.
I don't even know what language it is, so.
Or even looking at it. I don't know. I mean, if it already...
If you wrote down some of the words on a different piece of paper, I don't want to look at the book, but
I can.
think it's important to figure out what's in it, though.
I'll try to inscribe whatever I see, but
at least maybe some of the characters, maybe someone else here would know something.
Or do we just wait until we have someone that actually knows what they're doing? I mean, you guys have been making the biggest deal about this being awful. So should we not be messing around with it? Or is it okay just to dig into it and try to read it? I'm getting mixed messages.
Well, no. We were saying the person who's supposed to be corrupted by it and turn into the big evil thing again maybe should not be the one experimenting with it. But if we be careful and try and find answers to maybe destroy it or weaknesses within the book, could assist Attic in that.
I see. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't get what you guys are doing. So you just figure it out then. She looks a little miffed.
Cizri,
At
we're
the
not doing
double
this.
standard.
We're trying to read the instruction manual to see if there's anywhere where we can just
Stop it.
take it out, stop it, reverse it.
Turn it off.
Right.
I guess.
I just remember a conversation on the other ship where we shouldn't even be looking at it. So
Oh no, 100%. But
I'm
I just
messages.
Cizri. This is before we knew it involved
Exactly.
Addict.
Mm.
So
It was
now
smart,
we're trying.
I think, before to not have anybody look at it, but now we know it's bad for me, so maybe you guys can look at it
Now
more.
Uh-huh.
we do it
Okay.
for his
Maybe
benefit.
not like completely look at it, but at
Yeah.
least look and see what language it is potentially, so we maybe can get more clues about where to go with it.
Okay.
So, what characters are in there, Aaron?
It's as you're looking at it. Go ahead and make for me just a raw intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Yep.
16.
It's curiously written. It's normally common Hylian is written standard right to left or left to right. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, standard left to right, where usually a word and where it's placed in the sentence determines its usage. Rito language tends to be more interesting, where it almost flows like air, where one line will be left to right, and the next line will be right to left, and it just switches back and forth. This one is different than all of those, where this one seems to be more up and down. You're not sure where you're supposed to start, but based upon the sentence structure and how some bits are longer than others, you are able to ascertain that at the very least, it is supposed to be up and down. But as far as which direction, you don't know.
Okay. Does anyone have the Avon, can I borrow your notebook? I don't have paper on me.
Persuasion check.
Sir, this is for Addict's benefit.
He puts away his illusionary one and takes out the OG one.
Fair.
Really?
17.
The really crappy one that he found in the city and hands it over.
That's right, yes.
This is not the one you usually write in, but you know what? I'm not even going to question.
I am not letting my thing get corrupted, just in case.
That is fair. That is fair.
Plus there are things I've written about you in there.
Also fair. And he's just going to go ahead and just try and copy it as best he can.
Yeah, with that, we'll say... Go ahead and make we'll say sleight of hand for this, sure.
Uh, 19.
You're able to get it at least decently well for about a page. Some of it you realize toward the end does run off a little bit as you're writing in characters you're not used to, but you're able to get potentially up to a page, maybe 3/4.
Okay. That's about as best as I can do. And he closes the book, puts it in his bag, and then flips the notebook to anyone who would want to try and read it.
Right. Avon, what languages do you speak?
Not many, because I gave mine up for the alchemist
That's right.
supplies.
You did.
So
So
I'm
I think
I'm
we-
learning them in this world as we go.
Yeah, I
but
think we said that you know Twilean Common and that's it, if I remember correctly, correct?
I was studying the main ones that you said in the world, but like I'm just wondering if it'd be recognition, maybe not able to read it, but recognition of the language.
I'd say at this point go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, close. Nope. Was it 18 down to a 2, so that's a 3.
Oh, down to two.
It was like
Okay.
18 rolled over to a 2. Yeah.
Oh, this language is completely foreign to you. If anything, its sentence structure might be ancient, but you have no idea with the 3. You just know that this is unlike any language that you've ever seen.
Attic, I know a lot's happened today. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the best places for me to look at something stupid.
What's wrong?
So yeah, I'll look and see if I recognize it at all.
What languages do you speak?
Let's see. Common, Sylvan / Fairy, Gerudo, Primordial, Sheikah. That's it.
You don't recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Elvish in this world is something different, but I got that too.
Elvish would be Zora.
Okay.
Can I do something before he looks at it?
Yes. What do you want to do?
So I am like, hold on. Got it, hold on. I want to try something. And I want to touch his shoulder and cast protection from evil and good.
Okay. So this gives him basically anything that's undead or demonic, like they get disadvantage on those attack rolls, correct?
Yeah, and they can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by those creatures.
Got it. Awesome. Yeah. Adek, as you're looking over this is unlike any language that you've seen. You do not recognize this at all.
I don't recognize this.
Yeah. You can make a history check to see if you could potentially recognize how old it is.
24.
24.
Nice.
This language is ancient. It is based upon its grammatical structure. It predates anything that you have ever seen. So you do know that.
So, out of curiosity, what would Primordial be in this world? Just want to know.
Primordial would be so Primordial and Draconic would definitely be the most ancient of languages. So this would definitely have similar structures to it, but it's not the same. The wording isn't the same. But beyond that, you do know that both would be what would be called morphological, where the spelling of the words definitely do change with their usage in the sentence. So you are able to understand that, but based upon anything else, you know that that's the only similarities.
So this language predates Primordial, or would it be like alongside it?
It would Primordial. This would have stemmed eventually from Primordial.
Okay, so the Primordial was first, then this came.
They're the same. They're the same language family tree, if you will.
Okay, so it's after Primordial. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I don't recognize this, but it's pretty old.
Attic, what's your favorite thing to make?
Lots of things. I'm working on my Picto box now.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you seem fine.
Random.
Sure.
Okay. Fair enough.
Testing him.
Do you want to look?
Yep. Sure. I'll look at it.
Similar thing. A language. I'll actually ask. What languages do you speak? Is it just Twilight?
I actually never picked them because I was confused by how they translated from Zelda to real life, so I don't know.
I think you would probably knowing Cizri at this point, I'd say she probably just speaks Twilight and Common.
Sounds good. It seems pretty accurate to me.
Yep. based upon knowing Cizri as a character, I don't think she necessarily study.
I can't see it.
Avum's being surprisingly patient and just waiting to see if Cizri actually knows anything, knowing that she doesn't. Did you glean anything?
No.
Try? No one. Do you recognize this?
Yes. Well, let me see. This is, I think it's what's known as a deep speech. It's language from the Dark World, primarily that of Ganon's army.
Similar to what's beyond that mirror?
Yes.
Can you translate?
I cannot read it. It's been some time. I'm able to recognize it, though. But can't read it.
I know you haven't really left the tower in a while. Would you know of anyone potentially who could?
Oh, I'm sure there are several. Many mages over in Holodrum are academically minded would be able to do that. I imagine if you are able to find something of an academic, a linguist, they might be able to assist you in that regard.
It's no.
What about? I don't know. Just curious what your thoughts are on presenting yourself to the queen.
Sending
Who?
myself?
No, I'm sorry. Talking to Attic again.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I wasn't sure how you felt about presenting yourself to the queen if she's supposedly potentially this third person among you.
Wouldn't that be like the
If
opposite
he'll-
of what he wants to do?
I'm asking. I don't know. Wondering if it would trigger more.
I just don't want it to trigger in the wrong direction, you know?
Well, I could always go see her. Does that make it easier?
That'd probably be better.
One
No.
potential route. Call a drum to do research. Visiting your father.
Or someone that can destroy this thing, yeah. I mean, I think that's
potentially-
top priority, right?
Or potentially trying to figure out more about what's guiding us, Cizri. If you are the hero, then whoever's guiding us could have more information as well.
Potentially.
But that is a risk. Not a risk, but unknown whether it has anything to do with the book.
I mean, I think I'm just most concerned with what Attic feels like is the best idea for himself right now.
I agree.
I'll go along with whatever you want, to be honest. Whatever's gonna make, and if you don't want to make a decision, if that makes you just stressed, that's fine. We can all make one together. But if there's something you're like,
More pressing.
this is really gonna help me have peace of mind, then I'm all for it right now. No questions.
Right now, I don't really feel like making decisions because I kind of said that we should destroy this book, and I think we may have done something stupid with that. So maybe I subconsciously did something bad that way because I'm being controlled to do something awful.
Oh my!
Oh,
Oh,
well,
Attic!
right,
Oh,
yeah,
Attic!
no,
No!
okay,
No!
come
No!
on.
No! No!
You
We
need to
learned
stop
so much from
that. You need to stop
Attic-
that right now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's a
Hmm.
lot of circles, Attic. It's-
Wow.
Is
You
this
know,
like
I-
a group hug moment? I feel like you need help. Come on,
Do you-
everybody.
do you
Everybody
like
in.
hugs?
I-
If you want to hug me, that'd be fine.
okay, I think.
We
Okay,
all
group
hug.
Group hug.
group hug. No one, you two, come here.
Cyclops, get over here, you big guy.
Maybe not.
Cyclops
him,
just
maybe not
shakes
him.
his head as you just hear
I mean, not Cyclops.
his head just shakes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He can stay over there. Yeah. But here's my bag. Whoever's taking it. Also inside that bag, there is the air letter. There is a vial of malice. That's all I have in there right now.
Can things mix in this bag? Or are they like separated?
I don't know.
Cool. You want to put that book with the malice?
I think it's best if I kept the book with me for now.
Well, I think I should have something, honestly, because if you've all been keeping things from me, I think I deserve to be holding something dangerous.
In fact, I was already holding the book, so I might as well keep it.
I don't know.
In your life?
Maybe I should be holding it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think the point of the bag was to separate
gonna
it.
put
Look in it, yeah. So yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess. Put it back in the bag.
Yeah, don't take that out.
I don't care who holds the bag first.
I think I should. I'll feel better.
Yeah. It's got the
Thank
book
you.
with the box, the air letter, and the vial of malice in it.
We should really eventually break these up. Yeah. I think
Eventually.
we should find some
Well,
more
if you guys want to buy some more of these bags, we go for it. I would love to have my bag back at some point.
Yeah,
Really
for
sure.
that's a
Make
good
that
idea.
up.
We'll save up our rupees for it.
It is using up one of my spots on my sheet slate here, so I would love to be able to use it again sometime.
Right. Okay. We will. Attic, we will. We'll figure it out. I will give you all my money so you can buy a new bag of holding, okay? Just whatever makes you feel better.
Oh. All right.
My money, Avon, I can do what I want with it.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry.
You really need to relax on the money.
Wow!
You're so salty with him. I'm so sorry.
Cizri is salty.
I love it. I love it so much.
We unlocked a new side of her. I didn't know this existed until this session.
I don't know if I'm enjoying all of this from you, Cizri, or not, but
I'm
Enjoying
enjoying
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
all right. There's a couple bars being written in the note and a gold star, but
at the same time.
petty, but effective.
All right. So, Attic, we don't need to make a decision right now. We have the pirates to worry about anyway, right? So
Let's deal with that first.
we can take some time to think about it, give you time to process. Yeah?
Yeah, let's go and try to help out Mira and
Yeah,
get her sapphire back.
exactly. Another really awesome thing that you did selflessly for someone else. Just remember that, okay? Get that in your head. I even poke his forehead a little bit.
I don't have any question about who I am right now.
I know. They just need it solidified. Foundation. It's built off
Just not-
of, you know.
Just not gonna give up until you just go with it.
That's what I've been gathering.
What?
I was just telling Attic, just go with it. You won't give up until you give in.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well,
Well, I think we learned a lot today.
So much.
Indeed.
A bonding experience.
So bonding.
We'll talk about it later.
yes.
Do we need to hash this out here before we go down the tower?
I don't know what you're talking about. Hash what out? Well, are we done here? Did we need to do anything else in here?
I feel like there's something we need to talk about.
Yeah, remember when you said you were making things awkward because of the because we have an issue. I think it's maybe to that level we should talk.
Oh, no, I don't really want to make it about me right now. So that's fine. Just don't keep me out of the loop for a long time. Okay?
It was literally today they were having. Okay, all right.
Wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Just, fine.
So, Ava, regarding you looking into the pool, as you all make your way out,
Probably would change by now, actually, to both of them.
to both of them, great. As you take a brief glance into the pool, the waters ripple. And what you see before you is a familiar wood with the maku tree. Fog is everywhere. And you see that familiar figure. Small in stature, gray cloaked. Only their mouth being visible with green hair coming out from underneath the hood. And you just hear, if you want to know how to help your friends, come find me.
Be it.
And the water ripples back and fades.
Those friends down.
And you all make your way out of the tower unless there's anything else you wanted to do.
Let's thank no one for his help, I think.
I hope you can figure out whatever's happening here, and but beyond that, I hope that you will be able to assist your friend in some capacity. Whatever that may be. Seems that you are already. You all then make your way down the towers, quiet and solemn. Mira is there on the ship and just goes, well, were you able to find anything with your journey? What did you uncover?
Well, we just need to probably figure out how to destroy this thing a little more. It was not enough.
I'm sure my father will be able to at least point in a possible good direction. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the offer, Mira.
Of course. You're assisting me, I can assist you. If there's any way I can return that, then that is well worth it.
Yeah. Well, we are ready to go figure out this pirate thing for you now, if you want.
Well, that is actually quite good. And she pulls out the map as Lineback comes up and presents it to you all. It turns out that through various calculations, it seems that we are actually only a day's journey away from the pirate fort. Just need to go about northeast in this regard, and we should be able to arrive there. The hope is to be able to, we may wait a little bit and then try to go in under the cover of night if you all think that would work best.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. I think that would aid us pretty well.
Here it is. Well, we can go ahead and sneak in. The last time where I knew it was, she folds out her map. You more or less see a complete square, 2 squares, basically. It seems to be 2 levels. There's the base level, and then there's the upper level that seems to be more of banisters with various rooms. She goes, by my memory and estimation, it might be in Lydia's room, in her chambers. Those will probably be the most heavily guarded since she is the queen.
Okay.
How detailed is the map?
The map is not too detailed. It's very bare bones. It's basically, there's the first level with some towers in the center. And then there's the upper level that's more or less lined out briefly where potentially some rooms could be.
Okay.
So it's very bare bones. She goes, I unfortunately didn't get that much of a look at it. I was only there briefly. I don't know of the guard rotation. I do know that they occasionally do allow refugees of sorts to come into the fort and live there, sort of. they're not slaves by any means. They're just people that are permitted to live there, provided that they don't dispel any information of where the fort is located.
Oh, are these? So they let people live there, refugees and things like that. So are they all bad? Like, are we needing to storm this place, take it all down, or are these like misguided? Like they just stole something, like the wrong thing? What are we dealing with here?
I think some of them are fine. I think some of them just want more life of freedom than anything else. I personally don't know, but obviously within that there are people that are going to take that to the extreme, and that's where, well, problems come in. But as far as anything else is concerned, I think most of them are just good-natured and they just want to be free.
Okay. Well, if we go in quietly, hopefully we won't have to deal with too much anyway.
Hopefully.
Or worst case, we say we're refugees. We come up with a little false narrative and sneak in the middle of the night.
I'll see.
Actually, Betty.
I'll see if I can come along, but I'll keep to the shadows. I'm pretty decent at that. I don't have that many spells that I can necessarily cast right now, because unfortunately that Sapphire was also a bit of my focus. So I am limited in what I can do. But I can assist where it counts.
I do say be careful, because they know your face.
Absolutely. But fortunately by that measure, so does Lydia. And she can definitely assist us, hopefully, when the time comes. If the time comes.
Perfect.
Right. Well, hopefully we will be there by tomorrow night, and all this will be over.
Right.
Can you draw or do some sort of magical presentation of Lydia's face so we would know it?
I'll see what I can do.
Probably best. I don't want to put an arrow in someone I didn't need to.
True.
She starts sketching and drawing. It's almost that like charcoal type drawing. And
That's cool.
you gather that after about like 30 minutes to almost an hour of just sketching and drawing, it's actually a pretty good drawing. You see how she's depicting a Gerudo woman with almost high cheekbones, a little bit of a pointed chin, long flowing hair. She's outlined it in specific areas that appears to be the front part of her bangs seem to be almost growing a little bit wider, with a bit of a diadem or circlet across her forehead, denoting that she is a queen. She draws her basically from like midriff up, and she seems to be wearing she's drawn wearing a captain's coat with a traditional looking Gru attire of a top of being a bra. So apart from that, that's really about it. And she goes, "This is Queen. This is Queen Lydia. She assisted me in several areas. She's about middle-aged, but she's kind-hearted."
Good to know.
Perfect. Hopefully she can help.
So, do you think she would help us if we saw her? Or no?
I think she could. The biggest concern would that be of Solana.
The one who kidnapped you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
You
name
know what
does
she
sound...
looks like?
She goes, 1 second. And she goes, and she draws, it's a little more crude. Or less detailed, I should say. And again, it's similar attire, pirate's coat, shorter, more straightened hair, wearing more of a sash across her chest, and then a coat over it. At this point, she definitely appears to be younger, with lower cheekbones and more rounded type jaw. But she goes, this would be Solana.
Wow, you're really good at art. I would love if you could, draw like a portrait of my sister and I at some point. That'd be really fun. Just to have, for keepsake, maybe.
Of course, I would love to do so. If given the chance, it's been a little bit of a hobby of mine.
It's really good, yeah. I really like it.
You might be able to make a few rupees out of it, actually.
I mean, to be fair, I am royalty.
I don't need money.
Yeah, it's just a hobby, right?
Fair enough.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's just that I don't really need the rupees, but it's just a bit of a hobby. I wouldn't mind doing it if people came up and asked me to do it and give it, because I don't have the needs for it.
That's also fair.
The chat is freaking me so hard.
Maybe people might have, I don't know, some made up characters that they describe to you, and maybe you draw them.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't tried to.
Popular for that.
Well, good to know. So these are the two that I do know, and the name Solana definitely rings a bell to some of you, because it was a name that was dropped as a warning of some by Captain Kelt.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that. So.
Perfect. So just as a little bit of a reminder, because your characters would definitely still remember that.
Gotcha.
So, if there's anything else you need, I'll be around, but I hope to see you. I imagine we'll be there tomorrow evening, and hopefully we'll get this emerald back.
Oh, we will. Don't worry.
100% going to happen. Nothing can go wrong.
That is the hope.
That's right.
Just want to confirm, is it sapphire or emerald?
Sapphire.
Okay.
Oh, right.
I want to make sure that there
I didn't
wasn't
even catch
something
that.
else happening. Double check.
If I accidentally said emerald, that was my slip up. I meant sapphire.
Oh, good.
Just want to make sure. So,
Yeah.
It's an emerald colored sapphire.
some DMs are tricky like that.
Yeah.
No, I am very honest when it comes to
That
that.
was-
So,
We're good.
Oh, that messed with my brain.
yeah, no.
Better than runes and ruins. But yeah.
Whenever I read like emerald colored sapphire, I'm just like, oh, that doesn't exist. But anyway, with that, you all continue on your journey.
Avon takes time to make like beans and like cuts up fruit into it for everybody and is trying to be extra nice to everybody on board.
Thank you, Avon.
Of course. Handing a bowl to each.
Yeah.
Eventually try to have a one-on-one with Cizri, but it's okay if it doesn't happen this episode. He's trying to make up with her.
It's fine. As you all do that, you go ahead and provide it. You do have a moment alone in the barracks of where you all are staying, as everyone is about. A deck is most likely fidgeting around. Mira is planning, and Aaron, you're probably, I imagine, up deck with Lineback looking about. So you all...
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So you two do have a moment.
I would say I'm actually probably up on. Do they have a crow's nest thingy?
Not on this one. The closest one would be, it's basically up top of where Linebeck is currently at the helm.
Is there any like high location that's like even like but I could be like by myself?
Not necessarily a high location, but there are definitely places probably behind that area where you can definitely be by yourself.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Like a little like piece of wood that sticks out off the back or like
Basically.
little design.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hey.
Made you beans with fruit.
Thank you.
Warm. I go and sit on the other piece of wood. Alright. So a deck seems to be a little bit better at least. At least he's toiling away with his tools.
Yeah, I think that one's gonna be some work.
How are you doing? Oh, you're upset at me.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it? He's not smiling as much as I am.
Yeah, I know. I'm not either.
It's hard to take this seriously with you two smiling.
I'm
like,
so
ear to
sorry.
ear.
I'll just go like this so you can't see. Close your eyes and pretend we're looking serious. I don't know, Avon. I just haven't appreciated the past week of everyone acting like I'm not taking anything seriously. Everyone acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. I get all the comments. I pick up on it. I know I like, I'll play it off, but after a while, kind of starts to get to me. Then, everyone's all talking behind my back and knows all the stuff that I don't. Come on.
That's what's happening, Cizri.
That's what it seems like.
No. It happened last time we talked about this hero thing. You didn't want to believe in it. And it, at the time, seemed very plausibly a coincidence. That's what I've been trying to figure out. And then Hadek and I noticed that Aaron was acting weird ever since the hero thing came up. We were trying to catch him in his lie, figure out what's going on. And you and I even talked. You wanted me to play off it a bit. Fun. And quite honestly, I didn't want to spoil your fun.
Well, it's something
really enjoying this
serious. Come on.
It wasn't serious until today when I found out that Aaron actually had a mission to look out for you because this organization thought you really were the hero. I knew it was a coincidence to be looked into. I didn't really take it as real until that validation. And the only reason I didn't say anything is I was waiting for Aaron either talk to a deck or have myself have a chance to talk to him about this whole father thing. Relative. I just saw the picture. It looked like a relative. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to try and find you, but the tower came into sight before I could talk to you. It's not that I don't think you're smart enough to understand this. The fact that you've been chosen means that you are exactly everything I thought you already were. You can do and be something greater than grandmother was, mom and pop can be, I can be. That scares me.
Okay. Fine. We're good. Okay, I wasn't
Trying to keep secrets from you.
Yeah, well, I kept one with the pool, and
I wasn't
you were
holding that
so
over you.
upset.
I made a little side comment out of it.
Yeah, I know, no, but no, like last time when we were with the no one, I didn't want to share in front of the group, and you're like, I don't like secrets, and so then it just seemed like there was a ton you'd kept from me. So I'm going to get upset.
You had a sword maneuver.
I told you that I was going to show you, though. That's different. That was a surprise.
I do like surprises. Sometimes. Not sprite surprises.
No,
It'll
but
be fun.
You see two
It can
socks
be
on his
fun.
feet tonight.
no. And honestly, I still am not bought in on this, okay? Like, I can get why you'd be scared, and if people are somehow pinning me for it, fine, I get the fear. But I don't want to hear criticism just because I don't accept it right away. I just feel like everyone's acting like I'm the most ignorant person in the world. But I just don't, it just doesn't feel real yet. If
Nothing wrong with
ever.
that.
So I want time to process this, not pressure to just accept this as reality, even for Attic. This could be something else.
It could be. And that's fine. I'm not saying you have to embrace this and become whatever everyone else expects you to be. Just like no one's expecting Attic to suddenly turn into some crazy narcissistic enemy.
Yeah.
You choose who you get to be. But, and I know what you're saying, that doesn't mean you can ignore it. The possibility of it,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I'm
you
not.
are. It can come across that way flippantly to other people. So some people don't know how seriously you're taking it. So,
I just feel like we'll be fine. And I don't mean like it's being flippant. I just think that everyone here is really skilled, like more than we've ever met. I just believe in everyone.
that's why you're worth protecting.
I
wish
mean,
had
thanks, but yeah.
that.
Plus,
don't see the world
well,
that
that
way.
might be why I go overboard, because no one else seems to believe in anybody, so I have to do it for all of you. But for real.
I believe in you.
Thanks. I really think everyone will be fine. And by fine, I mean, we'll probably have stuff we run into that's hard and we don't know what to do, but we'll figure it out.
And that's what I was doing. I will be the worry wart so you can believe everything will be just fine. That's what I was doing. I was thinking of the worst case scenario in case it does come true. And then more and more things pointed towards it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I want you to
Okay.
have fun. I don't mind worrying about all this as long as you're having fun.
I mean, it's not all about me having fun. It's about trying to, help Attic now. I mean,
agree.
even if this isn't real, he thinks he's doomed now. So,
Yeah. My focus has changed today.
mhm. So, I appreciate you coming with me for the idea of let's have fun. It's okay that we don't have fun all the time, though. That doesn't have to be my top priority, especially when it's affected
but I'm
by other people.
But I'm saying what you're saying is I'm not trying to weigh you down all the time and think this is
Right.
your only possibility and all that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and I know you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't my intention to keep secrets. It really wasn't.
Okay.
I felt it was real enough, and that was about the time it was. That's when I was like, we need to talk.
Okay. All right. It's just weird. We just don't normally ever keep things. Because we're so bored. We just talk about everyone all the time,
You don't keep any secrets from me?
Not about other people.
You never do tell me where you went off to when you'd skipped your shifts.
Do you want to know? I can tell you.
Only if you think it's relevant.
Maybe. I never left. I was on the roof. I'd come down when I was too busy.
Of course you would.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah. I pay attention, okay? I look out for people. I try.
Well, maybe I don't give you enough credit.
I mean, to be fair, I don't like to tell people about it, so I get why I would look that way, but...
Oh, it's really fun to tell people everything about what you've accomplished.
What?
It's really fun to tell people about things you do and the credit you should receive. That way they know to give you credit for it.
You're being sarcastic.
No, I'm being real. It's what I do. Right? If I am proud of something that I've accomplished, I tell everyone about it. A new potion I've created, or, like, that I'm here for you, and, that I'm willing to, leave home to protect you and Attic, and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess I just don't really talk about it. I don't think about it, at least. I like,
Why, you're better than me.
Oh, stop it!
Just saying.
Not doing it. All
right. Well, do you just want to stay back here and mope, or do you want to come out and spar?
Spar? I mean, we could. Okay, what I want to do, how can we cheer up Attic? Like, what's going to get him, like, way happy?
Probably finishing his project.
Maybe.
Eventually, maybe getting answers, validation on that this future isn't going to happen for him.
Yeah.
Speaking of secrets, before I forget.
Yeah.
That pool. I saw something different this time.
Oh, what'd you see?
Like I said, my focus has changed. Not about going home anymore. About helping you and Eddic. That's Lady in the Woods. That if I go there, I can help you out.
Dream Lady in the Woods?
Yeah. Fairy Wood Lady. Whatever you want to call it.
Should name her.
It's juvenile. Wait for her to give me her name.
Inside jokes.
I don't know.
Alright, what's the last thing you said? You said the juvenile thing, and that...
No, it's just juvenile to
me.
name things that you see in visions or dreams. I mean, if they don't give you their own name, then giving them a name is pointless. I don't know, this one person said they had, like, an imaginary friend, Elisha, and I was just like, that's weird. Like, it's juvenile.
Let's so upset. Okay. Alright, but you saw that. That's interesting to know.
I wanted to give you guys a few days to focus on this pirate thing and then bring it up as a potential next step if you guys can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Well, and if Attic seems kind of frozen by indecision, then that might be a good thing to do. So, I mean, I don't want to put pressure on him either. I thought maybe he would have like this is going to make me feel better, but if he doesn't know, then...
That's what I was thinking. It's not about me. I'm just trying to protect you guys, but if it gives you answers, it could help.
Okay.
So, see? Not keeping secret.
There we go! Good work.
And now you
Nothing
give me
has
credit
happened
for it because I told you the world is great.
Okay. All right, we're good. We're fine.
Good.
I was a little passive aggressive. I don't get mad very often. You all did the impossible.
Thank you. Sprite, you can dump the water on her now, and he starts walking away.
And she just jumps the bucket of water on that was up on top, and then Sprite flies away with you.
That's what you get for messing with my socks.
You hear like You hear a scream, but then it also then it's just like her just laughing because again, she doesn't really care about pranks. She thinks they're funny.
Yeah. So you'll then spend the rest of the day contemplating your next move and thinking about the things to come. As night falls on the next day, you do begin to arrive into this port. The fort is massive. It's almost just a single building with multiple ports, ships coming in and out of dock. There are several Gerudo you see walking atop the outer walls and also walking up and down the ships. There's also a mixture of various Zora and also including other races such as Hylians. You begin to pull into dock and weigh anchor in a spot that is in the shadows, not seen by others. And that's what we'll pick up next week. And on the way to the fort, you guys leveled up.
Hey!
Yeah!
So go ahead and level up,
What's
everybody.
all around?
Yeah, no, you guys progressed the story enough to level up. So we're going to go ahead and go around the table.
Oh, yeah.
If we need to come back to Cizri and Avum, we can start with the deck. Since you guys need to probably, I don't know if you need to decide.
No, I already know.
Okay, great.
Already know.
We'll go the opposite way around. So deck will go and start with you, Mr. Artificer.
Do you reroll ones?
Yes, I do reroll once.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, there's
Add a
nothing
continued
worse than
struggle
getting
worse
than getting a
Yeah.
one on level up. Like
That's far better. I rolled a 7.
7.
It was a voice crack.
Nice.
Excuse me.
You're fine.
I had to point it out. I hear it and I was like, ooh,
They're rubbing Addict's back. It's okay, buddy.
It's
We're
okay.
good.
just let it out. Just let it out.
Buddy.
Aaron, what are you progressing in?
Fighter.
Fighter, level 2. I
Nice.
think you get action surge now?
Yes.
Nice.
So
Nice.
cool.
4 hit for health rolling. Do I roll
A D10.
1 or D10? Okay. So I roll whichever one I'm loving.
Yeah.
Luckily, Rangers and Fighters are both D10s.
Oh, yeah, that's the same. It's a D.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
No,
I
you're
don't even know why
fine.
I had that question.
You're fine.
That is a 5.
5. All right, nice. Ava, what are you leveling in, my dude?
Dang, now I'm second guessing it.
Do we need to come back to you?
Yeah.
All right, Rachel.
Rogue.
Yes. Oh, you get your archetype now.
I get my archetype now.
Nice.
Guess what it is?
I think you said.
Soul knife.
I think you told me what it is, so I'm gonna let anyone else guess.
It's on theme right now. That's my hints. It's
Already done, so
swashbuckler.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's so on theme with our sailor thingy. Oh, I got a 7. That's exciting.
Nice. For that's
It
awesome.
is exciting.
Yeah. Swashbuckler. I knew you said it, and that's why when you're practicing with your rapier, I had it focusing on you working with your movements, with your footwork.
So good.
I'm excited for a swashbuckler. They're fun.
Thank you.
All right. And then last but certainly not least, Mike, what'd you get?
Super tempted to go Oracle to get the second level spells, but I will hold that off. And I will go Rogue to get my 3rd level Rogue and go Mastermind with it.
Yeah, Mastermind.
So exciting.
And he got a 7 on the dice for health.
Yo!
Good.
This level up for everybody. I think we got 3 7s and a 5. That's not bad, y'all.
To be fair, mine was a D10, so
Yeah, but
that could have been better. But
it could have been better. But either way,
Could have been worse.
Y'all had
that's
a
true.
good
It could
level.
have been worse.
Aaron got average for
Yeah.
this level. So honestly, great level up, everybody. So come back next week as our party will be level 5, and it's going to be a good time as we start to explore the pirate fort and really start to get into this element of the narrative as things are starting to get intense. So apart from that, everyone, thank you all so much for joining. We're going to go ahead and raid another channel, so go ahead and stick around for that. But until next time, everybody, join us tomorrow night for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Mature audiences, but it's going to be a good time. And then Thursday, Bardic Dice also for Fates United. And then finally, Sunday, for Beacon Zora. Until then, everybody, as always, keep being awesome and keep rolling those dice. Bye.
Bye.